I'm doing all right. I was a little tilted in the AM session, New York AM session, but doing all right. I know. When you took 3 trades in 20 minutes, I was like, I don't think I've seen Dakota do this, and it was like you should lock out. But yeah, I mean you hit the lockout button. I didn't hit the lockout button, unfortunately.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it was just weird this morning because it was just it wasn't bad losses though either. It was like scratch trade, you know, a little bit of
Oh,
a loss.
I took some bad losses, but it was all in pre-market.
Okay. Yeah, this
Yeah, because
morning.
last night I caught the long. We had that like 200 point jump. I caught that with 3 minis, the entire thing. So I was up 12K, and then it formed a base and retraced, and I caught
Okay.
another 80 points off that with 5 minis. So I was up 20K at one point, and then um, took a couple like not bad trades for the rest of the overnight, but just took a couple trades that I took losers on, and then in pre-market I was up. I woke up and my account was at like 11K profit, and I took a short at 716, and then I closed it pretty much immediately, and then I just monkey brained it and entered long short. Couldn't make up my mind and just ate away at my profit. And then coming into New York, I was pretty much at break. I was pretty much at break even on the day,
I
which
mean,
just
that
shit. But
sounds just like me, man. So you have a trade going, it's short,
yeah,
and
it's doing good so far.
while we monitor that, Baron, I'm just going to. I tried to be stupid Nightbot, man. Let's see if I can get this Nightbot. Me and Nightbot have a thing going on. I don't know what's going. It's on a different time zone. Before we get started, everybody, in the YouTube chat, there's our top step risk disclosure. As always, this is for educational purposes only. It's not a signals class. It's not financial advice. And yeah, let me review a little bit about what I was seeing this morning, and then we'll jump back to this trade, Baron. And so going to my chart, I was just looking to scalp, which is not extremely normal for the way that I've been trading. I mean, scalp, maybe smaller time frame scalp. I don't know what you want to call it. Quicker scalps, looking for 10, 15 points, which is smaller than what I would typically look for. But this is a 5-minute chart. What I was looking for was I got one nice trade, was a breakout above these 470s in the New York session. And then we sold off to this, 460 zone. I took a short here, got chopped up a little bit, took a loss again, got long, and that's when you made that comment, and you're like, man, you're probably right. Then we rallied back up. I took profit, and then I was done. I locked myself out. But yeah, I was getting pissed off on this price action because we seen this nice clean price action, to start the morning out, and then we started to see a little bit of chop, and I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, not again. Please, not again. And you can see it worse on the 100-tick chart on what I was looking at from this AM on just like the back and forth, the chop. And I was just thinking to myself, and this is where I got chopped. This is what was chopping me up right there. That price action back and forth. And I was just thinking in my head, not again. It's happened a few days this week already where the New York session was just very, very choppy. And then the rest, yeah, so I was a little bit frustrated. But that trade, you're like, just have that stop loss above 524 or something, 514. And then we just sold off, like just 100 point.
I did call it, and it hit the extension targets too that I called out.
Yeah, that was a beautiful trade. And now here we are tonight. We was talking in the green room. You are short, and I'm going to go through a quick review of the NASDAQ. So everyone's saying I'm a little too quiet. Let me see. I've been bumping up my mic whenever I have a guest on.
The person's volume was turned off.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I do not know. Am I? Let's see if I could adjust.
It's not fun to me.
Yeah, I'm going to adjust it a little bit more. I have it up like 5 decimals on my end. We'll do 5.5, maybe 5. Yeah, 5 decimals. That's about it. They sound fine. Okay, but anyway, let's look at this because we agree on this aspect. Is today was pretty bearish. I don't like the way today's price action was. I have this daily chart, and I'm now staring right at a double top. And the fact that
it looked so good in the overnight, and I think that's what put me on tilt was the you know, like we had that giant pump in the overnight, and then it just completely retraced the entire move. And it looked like it was breaking out of this balance condition, I guess you would call it. But it looked like it was ready for its next leg up towards all-time highs, and then just completely fell on its face.
It did, man. I mean, you could see if you're talking about a liquidity run, stop loss run, that sure as heck is what it was, right? We broke through those mid 500s that was acting as resistance for a while. Broke through it very aggressively overnight, and we pulled back. We didn't even hesitate, man. On that's the one thing I get your frustration was just when we were pulling back and selling off back down to this level of support, there was no buyers. They were just getting crushed. And when we zoom into the hourly chart, we could see it. We could see that price action today where it was
even the 15 minute is
all right.
Like that. Yeah. That's a typical time frame I look at, and you can just see that the trend was just there was just no pullback until we got down in the range.
The 15-minute. I'll zoom in a second. I'm looking at the hourly right now, but yeah, I'm sure the closer we zoom in, but that's exactly what we just broke out. We hit a freaking wall at this 800 level, and then basically straight back down, testing right these lower to mid 300s. You're in that short, and then going into that lower time frame, like you said, Baron. There was not much of any buyers that stepped in. I mean, maybe a little bit after the fact, but you were already stopped yourself from trading. It was like 30 minutes after the open until we started seeing any buyers, and that's when I was getting on my frustration, and then we sold off. And I'm really liking this trade. I'm wanting to get in it too. You can see that's that nice support level, and we've tested it once, twice, 3 times, and every time we tested it, we are making a lower high, and so this is a nice technical pattern to where I could see us breaking down.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about this trade is it's still, to me, this is still in a support zone.
Yeah,
I'd like to see it broken and us go into this lower support area. I just have my TP at the top of it right now. If it starts selling off, I could see it going lower. But yeah,
where do you see it going?
I could see it breaking down through the support and then possibly retesting.
I have 220s.
Retesting like this area. Yeah, 220s. 2150 to like 21300 level, somewhere in there.
21300.
Yeah, at the top of this structure right here where we start.
Okay. I see that.
Somewhere in that 2100 to 21300 level, somewhere in there.
Makes sense. I'm going to be honest. I think we could have a decent chance to go to the bottom end of this consolidation, which is going to be around 21,150s, the mid 100s, if we do start to break down. I'm looking at the hourly chart. This was the consolidation that we were in the middle of the month, basically from, what was it, 500s, 550s down to 21,080s, and then we peaked down below it, immediately bought back up, and now we're right back in the middle of this range. We're right in the middle of it, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do start to break through these 300s, that we would see the 140s, 150s. It's a zone, the bottom end of this consolidation. So I'm looking for shorts as well.
Yeah, we're getting some volatility here. This candle's, how many points is it? It's a 15-point candle.
I might just go over and buy gold. Let's see, what's gold doing? What's gold doing? Dakota agrees with Baron. Is that normal? Yeah, it's actually quite special, we found out.
My trading or my Topstep X disconnected.
Quite special. Last time we were in the agreement and direction, we had a banger of a trade. Can you talk about how you set those fibs?
Yeah. This is lower time frame for the fib. If I was looking at a better fib level, it would probably be like this, or even here off the, because we had that gap off open and then it fell. So I'm just looking at pivot points and trend. So this is a shorter time frame fib.
Okay.
It really depends how you want to anchor it.
I'm showing your Topstep X.
Oh.
You're logging in.
Oh.
Here, I'll switch it to my screen real fast. If you, all right.
Yeah. Sorry. It was.
Yeah. There you go. We're on my screen if you want to.
I had two Topstep X tabs open.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me know when you're ready. I'll switch it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
And there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Hit it.
So I just look for pivot points and trend for fibs. This is really on like a shorter time frame. It's not something I typically use, but if I was looking at this, I would probably anchor it here, or back here off this pivot.
All right.
Just higher time frame fib.
Fuck, I just missed a short. Just missed a short.
Yeah, that was your entry.
I know. Oh man, that's okay. There'll be another chance. Maybe there'll be another chance. Famous last words while we watch it sell off, huh? I was gonna get in right there at the 350s, and now we're 10 points lower. Let's see if it'll give me another chance. You're in at 51. Okay, nice.
Yeah, solid entry.
Okay, I'm gonna get in at 44, I think. Let's see if it will get me filled. This is sometimes where I debate about these freaking limit orders. I put the limit at bit at the ask, and it doesn't get filled, and it just keeps going down.
Yeah, that's why I don't like limit orders personally. There's been too many times where I don't get filled on it.
ES is doing the same. It's true the sound is low. I've been increasing my volume, chat. All right, let's see if we could get into another. I'm not in any yet. I'm freaking getting some FOMO watching this thing go without me when I put a limit order in at 350. And we're 10 points lower. Oh man, we'll see. You have a great entry.
Yeah, really solid. So I did have my stop a little bit tighter. I adjusted it based off the 15-minute.
Okay.
Just the top of this body. My initial stop was only like 5 points, and I was like, I'll give it a little bit more room.
Got it. Where's the music? Where's the music? Okay, we'll put it on a little bit. Let me know if it's too loud. Let me know if you can even hear it. This is short.
Kind of miss Baron with a beer bus like last week. I didn't have okay. I literally went to happy hour and I had 2 beers and it was like an hour and a half before the show started. So it wasn't anything crazy.
Let's see. What's your Discord chatting about?
They're asking why I'm smiling. I was looking at something on my phone.
I pulled it up, and I see eggplant emojis.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they get kind of wild. Someone in my Discord chat, they edited a picture of me over. Do you know ICT?
Yeah, well, I don't know him, but everyone talks
Yeah,
about
but
him.
you know, yeah, they edited my face over the picture of him, and I'm like smoking a cigarette in the picture too. That's Barrett's Discord. Let me go ahead and get it. I'll just post it in the chat.
Market in Dakota. What the hell am I doing? Ugh. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy you winning.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Nope, nothing wrong with it. I think we break through. I think we test 300. I think we hit 290s. I think we could just sell off.
Yeah, I think so too.
We're in a trade. I'll review gold in a moment. So once I'll review gold now. Darren, let me know if it bounces up. I'm Nasdaq, please. If Nasdaq goes up, just shout. I'm going to get into it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna review gold real quick for the chat. It's just the mess. It's a mess right now, chat. It really is. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. It's in rollover. Coach Hoop was saying it's a rollover, so maybe just kind of not looking at getting into gold. We're kind of in the middle of this range, and there's not much of market structure. So I would look for it to maybe come down to these 318s, maybe form some market structure. I'm going to do a hard pass on gold just because this is not good market structure. We broke this low from the 312s. We went up, we tested, we broke the high up here at 350s. So we don't have good market structure. There's not any good higher lows or lower highs or much to go off of. It's a mess. Outside range maybe. And so I'm going to stay away from that. That's on an hourly chart on the 5-minute.
Nasdaq's starting to move up. Is that 340? 345?
Okay, good. Yes, thank you. Back. Sorry, that's what you guys get. That's what the chat gets.
350s, almost.
We need some more of that. And then do hashtag slow markets chat on the Twitterverse. I'm always starting crap on there, starting drama, talking crap. Okay. I just talked about marketing. Why did I hit? I have such a bad habit to just join ask.
Yeah, you missed it. Beers and frozen peas, boys. Beers and frozen peas.
I don't know about that combination. Yeah, that's not the right combination. The Nikkei is taking off. Let's look. Damn it, chat, you're distracting me. Chat's distracting me.
Someone wants to know how to play Fibonacci levels. So how I tell people to do it is identify trend. It's the first thing. Identify your trend. Identify pivot points, and then watch for reactions at levels, right? Typically the 0.5, 0.322, 0.618. Those are your standard reaction levels. But yeah, find trend, pivot points, and reaction levels. If you're having trouble finding pivot points, on TradingView, there's an indicator called Williams fractals. Put that on your chart and then go into the settings, bump up the, I think it's called cycles on that, or sessions or something like that. Bump it up to like 6 or 8, somewhere in there, and it will mark out less pivot points. And then you just have to identify which ones you want to use. But I've been using them for like 2.5 years. So it's asking me if I'm hitting the pen. This is a blue pen, guys. It's a blue pen.
Nice. I ended up getting into a short. Okay, I just said screw it, mark it in. I'm in at 35 3/4. 1 mini.
Yeah, you missed the 48 entry. But.
I know I did.
What's your stop?
My stop's at 74 right now. I'm gonna manage this manually though, because if we do get a bounce, I'm gonna add to it. And I do see a decent size order. There's 60 contracts sitting at 320 and a quarter.
Do I use the trend line and the fib as resistance? No, I don't. That's just, I mean, right here. It's just, I extend it out just so I can see the levels.
Ooh, back to my chart. I was gonna show Andrew. Everybody, Andrew in the chat, our moderator, posted this. Posting my setup. He's got the nice little setup. And whatever this thing is, this mouse. Is that joystick? Joystick for trading.
Those are literally, when I was going to engineering schools, those are the mouses that we used for CAD. Like the exact same mouses.
And not only that, requested a payout, and just like Domino's delivery, looks like it was sent the same day. Requested it at like 10 a.m. It's already sent by lunchtime. Love it. I don't know about this music. We need some sell-off music.
They're called Williams fractals. That's the indicator on TradingView. It might be in Topstep as well. Yeah, Williams fractal. It's this one. So you would essentially put this on. It's going to mark out little arrows on your chart.
Sorry.
You can make these bigger.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can see.
Okay, it's called periods. I bumped this up to like 6 to 8, somewhere in there, and then you're going to be able to find pivot points off it. But I've been using fibs for so long that I don't use this anymore. As you change time frames, there's going to be different pivot points. So if I was looking at, I'm on 15, so yeah, this was the pivot point I was using during the New York session. So I anchored it up here and then down to this low. This is another pivot point. So this high to this low. The arrows are kind of hard to see on Topstep. Topstep X on TradingView, they're a lot bigger.
The music is too loud. This is intense music for the sell-off chat. There you go. Turn it down just a little bit.
On TradingView, it's called Williams fractals. Williams fractals. It's the same name as Topstep. So, it's this one, Williams fractal.
Thank you. I could get behind pivot points. Cheers, Joe Black. It's life. through some bookmarks. I went through and bookmarked some of the traders who were sharing me some of this stuff. Here's one. Here's one, chat. Shout out to this. Discipline works. With a bag of peas. Someone had a bag of sweet peas on their trading desk. Love that one.
It's become a meme now.
I guess traders are obsessed with the peas.
So if you're using that Williams cycles indicator, bump the number of cycles up, or periods. I think it's called periods. Bump it up to like 6 to 8. You have to choose the pivot point. Once you start using fibs, it gets a lot easier. I don't use that indicator anymore just because I've been using fibs for like 2 years. But yes, bump the periods up to like 6 or 8, somewhere in there.
Nice. Helping identify pivot points. Ethan, you have to have at least $10,000 in profits in order to get a bag of peas.
How much is a bag of peas at the store?
I don't know, man.
Probably like $1.
Like $1. The music is too loud. Well, we are pushing back up to those upper 40s. Okay, I'm adding one right here. I'm now short 3.
This is just ranging. There's no like clear breakout. This is the part of Asia that kills some people, where it just ranges.
I agree. That's why
I did.
Go ahead.
On Sunday night, we had a range like this where it was moving pretty, like it was moving between like a 40-point range pretty quickly, just like this, and I scalped it. I was using a lot of cons, but I had pretty good profit on that. And I was just shorting the highs, longing the lows. That's all I was doing. And I think I had like a 75% win rate that night off it.
Nice. I mean, that's how you trade a range, right?
Yeah, typically what I recommend, like if you're trying to do that, just trade it on one side. Just short the highs, take profit at the lows, short the highs again, take profit at lows. So, I mean, I can do it tonight. I can show people how to do it. You'd essentially take profit down here before the lows, and then you just short it when it comes back up here.
Adobe loves that. Let's see if we could get at push. We need some sellers to come in. Those 60 contracts sitting at 320 is looking attractive. Go fill those.
Can Baron turn up volume on keyboard?
Your keyboard's very popular, Baron.
I know. It's the brown switches. It's the brown switches.
It triggers some.
Typing is activated. I mean, I can go mute when I type.
And then you have to, then you forget about it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me a drink of water while we watch this market just sell off 100 points.
You're leaving me on stream by myself, Dakota.
It'll be like 2 seconds.
I know. I'm
when I come
fine.
back, This market better
All
be
I'm-
down 100 points.
All I'm gonna do while you're gone is do is respond to DMs and type, so they can enjoy the keyboard sound.
Some very, what is it, keyboard ASM or whatever they do on Twitch.
ASMR.
Okay, I'll be right back.
No.
Order filled.
Oh, now it drops. Okay, if it comes back up, I'll just short it again. That's how these trades go. Get him back? Yeah, he leaves and the market just sinks. Dakota leaves, market sinks. That's one thing about the range bound is you don't know when the range ends. So, you literally just missed out on like a lot of profit.
Shit. What the? Oh, man, I come in, I hear order filled, and this market's starting to sell off. Wow. Wow, what just happened, everyone?
Oh my god. Oh, dude.
I was not joking. This market better be down 100 points when I get back. Did I leave again? What's going on?
I was trying to show the range bound trading, and I moved my take profit, and I got out of it. I got out of the dump, bro.
I just wanted to get a little drink.
That sucks.
I just wanted a drink, chat. Man.
My Discord says I'm cheating. I'm cheating. Now we're tapping back into that support level. This is crazy. I was trying to show the range bound trading. I moved my TP and then it just dumps.
Is there news? I need to go get a drink again if this market's. Man, I was too slow. Wow. What was that? Oh man, could you imagine? When I get back, if this market's down 100 points and you moved your take profit.
But yeah, because I was trying to show the scalping. I was trying to show the scalping range bound, and I moved it, and then it immediately dumped after I moved it.
Well, I mean, I was too slow to take my profits, man. I'm still in nice short. But I was up freaking 65 points at one moment and like 1 second. I couldn't get to it fast enough. What happened?
I don't know. But we tapped into a support level, so see if we get buyers there.
Do we just get out of this?
Did you not take profit?
No, I was too slow, man. By the time I came up, we were already basically. I did not expect when I get up to go get a drink. This market was going to sell off 65 freaking points.
Get out. It's too volatile. Look at this. We've just moved 75 points, 80 points down, and then 80 points back up.
What a market. Let's get back down there, please.
Nah, I would get out, Dakota. Now I think you're holding it. You have confirmation bias. You're thinking of, I was up 70 points. And
It was. In like a second, man. Like everything's still valid about this trade, though. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I leave, I hear order filled, and I come back, and we're down 65 points.
I know, and I moved my TP, and that would have been an easy $3,000 right there.
Oh man, anybody know what this was? Go grab the peas. Chat. Just a whole lot of no news. Someone fat fingered a short. Fed speaker Logan.
JP Morgan just said the offer was 1,000 lots.
He said Dakota's away from his screen. Sell. The P market dragged it down. All right, if we delete the last 2 minutes, nothing's happened. Well, you want to see a V shape? That's a V. For a second there, I thought Trump tweeted back at what was going on.
Yeah, we pushed back up to the 0.5. I don't know. I still think short could work, but it's just like we bounced so hard.
Yeah, sorry guys. I had to go close an order off. That's what happened.
This
I'm
is the kind of trade that
drink of water.
This kind of trade pisses me off because I had it and then I was trying to show something and then it just dumped. I missed it.
Oh man. Let's get back down there, shall we, chat? We were there once. Oh man. Go get some freaking water. Yeah, that was a wild 1.5 minutes. That is a good example why leaving your computer, even for 60 seconds, in the NASDAQ, in any market. I'm glad it was that in direction and not the other direction.
Baron, it's time to get a wife and retire. My Discord knows. My Discord knows. I don't know if this is someone from the Discord, but
your Discord knows.
The Discord has some inside info.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get back down there to those 21,000, 20,700s, 20,700s. Go back to drinking water. Yeah, now I'm gonna go back and get that freaking water. I literally grabbed the cup and ran back. I'm gonna put a take profit. Should I put a take profit? I'm gone. Or should we just sit here and watch it? Because my cup's just sitting right there.
Baron's still simping. Go get your ex, Baron. Yeah, I don't want to move to LA, bro. I don't want to move to LA.
Man, what a move! What a move! Did I miss Danielle was in the chat too, and I missed that? We hit 2. Oh, there's Danielle. Crazy stuff going on, Danielle.
I'm here for you, Baron. Oh, that's funny. Danielle, since you're in there, did you see my email, Danielle? Last night or 2 nights ago? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure you saw that.
What do we do now?
I think longs could work on this, but I don't know. It's volatile.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, man.
You have 3 emails you need to respond to. Yeah.
Just a 0.3% move in the NASDAQ. 0.3 down, 0.3 up. 60, 70 points down.
Everyone's asking, what do you do? You wait for price action to clear up.
Yeah.
It's my Discord. I thought I sent the link earlier. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm not going to lend you this trade, everyone. Baron.
You're not going to lend it?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you had to take profit on, though, right?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I moved it because I was trying to show the chat the scalping strategy, and then it flushed and just immediately took me out.
When I heard order fill, I thought, like, your stop losses were hit.
No, my take profit got hit, but I moved the take profit because I was trying to show people the scalping strategy, and then we just flushed immediately. I was like, that's the one thing with the strat, with the balance range strat. You don't know when that range is going to break, and it just happened to break right as I moved it.
All right, let's go. Let's get back down there to test those 290s. I'll close one out at 290s. That was an accidental, Lenny. That was... Blame the chat for that one. Thank you, chat.
Yeah, I was trying to educate.
Yeah.
And I lost. I didn't lose the trade. I still won on the trade, but
Send them your Venmo. They owe you. How much was
yeah,
it?
what was it? It was $2,800, guys. $2,800.
Trump's team plots Plan B for imposing tariffs. Is that what that was?
My take profit was set at like 280, somewhere in that area, and I was short at 360. What am I eating? I'm eating Nerds gummy clusters. These are like crack, dude. If you haven't had Nerds gummy clusters, these are way better than frozen peas, Dakota.
No, they're not, man. When you
are.
wake up in the morning or when you go to bed, thinking about your health, you're gonna think, would I have rather had a bag of frozen peas or a bag of Nerds gummy clusters?
The Nerds gummy clusters.
In the moment, sure, right? Mandy's on Team Baron, of course. Guilty pleasures. That immediate satisfaction of the taste buds. All right, we need to break through these 310s.
I'd wait on this PA, honestly,
Drew,
because it looks like it could bounce, but it also looks like it could fall on its face too. So if I'm mixed, I'm just gonna sit on my hands.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Look, who was that in the chat? Someone said, "Hey, I eat frozen peas." There we go. Broke through 310. We're getting it. And right back up. And right back down. 301. 300s. Let's get into those 90s. I'll close one out in the 90s.
I posted the Discord. I think this link should work.
Drew K. Yeah, we're not strange. Everyone else is. These frozen peas are the bee's knees.
Oh no, hold on. Wait, that link doesn't work, guys. 1 second. Let me see.
Frozen hard-boiled egg. Come on, let's get these 290s, chat.
I think we could bounce here. Okay, yeah. This one works. It's this one, guys.
Gold is on a run. Gold hitched right on SpaceX. All right, I'm gonna switch to the gold real quick, and just real fast. Yeah, gold's blasting off. All right, NASDAQ. Time for your turn to just tank. Sell all. This is going to be a stream of missed opportunities. Crushed dreams.
I blame trying to educate others
Yeah.
for my missed opportunity. No, I'm just messing.
All right, let's see if we could break through the 300 again. There's 301, 90s. Our 90s, let's get out. Me and my damn limit orders. Okay, there's one. Into the 90s, mid 90s. There we go. Let's get another one right there at the lower 90s. Let's hold on for one as a runner. And down she goes. Where it stops, not even Bear knows. Nice little flashecito. And man,
We're back at support levels to see if we bounce off there.
ooh, Mandiev took a short up 3,100.
Dakota, what is it when we have the same bias, everything works out?
It does, man.
Everything works out.
It does. Don't spam the chat, please. Let's go to the session lows. Let's just keep breaking. Let's just keep selling off.
What indicators do you guys use? Personally, the only indicators I really use are the AEMA and VWAPs. I use Fibs, but that's a tool. It's not an indicator technically. Frozen Pea celebration.
Frozen pea celebration. Yeah, we'll go grab. I think it's safe. I could go grab that water now.
Yeah, I think you've already scaled. You already scaled most of it.
Yeah, I mean up $1,500. I'm locked, basically break even, and so I think it's safe to go get a drink of water.
Yeah, I think so.
My cup's there.
Someone's asking what indicator. So I use anchored VWAPs. I use the where I anchor those. So it's the start of the session, start of every new session. So it's like the overnight session, and then I anchor it off the New York session, and then I also have the weekly VWAP. The other one I use is the EMA, exponential moving average. I put it on 8 EMA. And I use that on the 15-minute or below, or 15-minute or above, just for general trend direction. Blocked 1.2K. Good short, Jens. Yeah. Hey, good short. Good short. Dakota goes and gets water, and instead it pumps this time.
Yeah, we're good now. We are good.
I think I just have it on HCL3. HLC3. And I turn all the bands off the VWAP because it's just extra noise to me. Do I rely on the Fib often? I use the Fib every single day.
We got 30-point bounce. This market does not lack volatility tonight.
It doesn't.
No.
If we get back up to the like 20 or 30 area, I might take a stab at short again. The 8 EMA. So it's the EMA with 8 as the period. You have to go in your settings and change it. I like Dakota a lot, but I still don't believe he is 6 feet tall.
I know. I don't know what it is.
Dakota, we're gonna see in Chicago because I'm 6'6", so I'll judge if Dakota's 6 foot taller.
Yeah, we'll do a height comparison.
You never use footprint? I personally don't use a footprint chart. I will read Bookmap from time to time, but Bookmap, to me, like, I would prefer to identify levels of interest on the chart and then use Bookmap that way. Baron is 6'6", Andre is like 5'2". Andre's a little short king. It's okay. You ain't 6'6", I'm 6'6". I'm 6'6".
Yeah,
I can go stand in my doorway.
Yeah, I seen you stand in your doorway. You're 6'6".
I'm at the top. I'm at the top of my doorway.
All right, I'm debating just closing this one out.
Stand up and show us.
The fact that we didn't get any follow through on that is now changed some things. What a wild ride that was.
Just stand in the doorway. This man, 6'6" and trading, man. Lakers need a point guard.
Chat will never believe anything we say.
I know, they won't. We'll post the, because I'm sure we'll have social media videos for the Chicago trip.
How tall is Andrew A? How tall are you, Andrew? Six 8. All right, that's up there, man. Damn, I feel short with you guys here. I know, I guess saying Topstep NBA over here, basketball league.
I mean, if they want to check, they can see it on my Instagram and any of the videos I'm standing filming up. Like, I'm tall. Like, one of the most recent, the last video I posted, you can see my ceiling fan in the video. I'm like right at that thing.
Jay's 5'9".
Baron, pull out a ruler, show us. The chat's going crazy.
Chat might be seeing sooner than later when we head out there to Chicago.
7'1" when I stand on my wall. What's crazy is my dad was 7 foot.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 7 foot.
I'm taller when I'm sitting on my wallet.
I think I might attempt a short here, just for a pushback down to the lows.
Okay, I'm still short.
People want to know if you trade 0 DT options. I don't think you do. Based off our conversations, I don't think you touch 0 DTs.
Occasionally, when I need a hedge during a big news event, I'll put on a position. But not where it's pure delta, where I'm getting like, all right, this is a trade. No, futures have been good enough for me. What I'm doing here at this Topstep account. I
need beard tips. I don't do anything with my beard. Honestly, it just kind of grows. What's my ethnic background?
Order filled.
Let me get in this trade real quick.
Order filled.
I'm a quarter
Order filled.
Mexican, a quarter Irish, Scottish, and then German. And I think on my grandma, although I think my dad's grandma, I think she was Jewish, but not entirely sure on that side.
You speak Spanish?
Okay, my mom was fluent in Spanish and Japanese, and she didn't teach anything to me or my brother.
Oh.
Yeah. People are saying Mexicans are short. Yeah, my mom's like 5'3" or like 5'4", but my dad was 7 feet tall. Like legitimately, my dad was 7 feet tall. If you look up anyone in the chat, if you look up Gungi Patterson, Gungi Patterson, it will all pop up. And you'll be able to see how tall he is. So you can tell I'm not lying.
Okay, you are now short 2 with a stop at what, 336?
Yeah, it might just run me here. But based off the range, this is where I would short.
Yeah, fair enough.
Why is his name known? Because he was a sound engineer and a tour manager. So he's pretty big in the music industry.
What a market tonight. What's gold doing? Gold's selling off now. Come on, Trump. Find a way to put those two.
Yeah, someone in my chat found a pic of my dad. Let me copy the image. I'll post it in the chat. My dad was a giant, bro.
That's your dad?
Oh, I can't post it. Yeah, that's my dad on the left. He is tall. He's legit. He was 7 foot.
Dang.
He was on tour with a band in LA. This was back in like I forget when it was, but it was. Have you ever seen the Alien movie, Dakota? The OG Alien movie.
Yeah.
So he was walking down the street, and a producer came up to him and asked him if he would be the alien in the Alien movie, and he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Why?
Yeah, Judas Priest. Yeah, he worked for Judas Priest. There was we have like gold records and platinum records in my house with like his name on it because he was the like final mix engineer on a lot of like big rock bands. He didn't do it because he was on tour with a band. That's why.
That makes sense. Now we're back to slow markets. We got a little bit of action there for a moment.
I know. And then just everything died out. Very June, if I pretended to not care, it won't hit my top strat. I mean, this is fine to me. Like, it's the risk of my profit, right? So.
We're trying to hold resistance at those 33s.
Do I wish I was taller, same height, or shorter? I think I'm at a good height because if you look up the statistics, I'm taller than, like, if you took a room of 1,000 people, I think there's going to be like one person taller than me in that room. So most of the time I'm the tallest person, like wherever I go. I can still buy pants online. I don't have to special order them, but I have to order them online. And then airplanes, a little bit uncomfy sometimes, but I always just upgrade to like the extra legroom or whatever.
Nice.
So it's not too bad. Okay, short's playing.
Yeah, we held those 33s, which is nice. I mean, for me, I like from like 5'9" to about where you're at, 5'8" to where you're at. That seems to be like, yeah, clothes, houses.
Yeah, I feel like 6'4" is like where it kind of starts getting a little obnoxious.
Yeah. But if you're like really, really short, then like you have a nice size house, right? Talk about a lifted ceiling.
Yeah, you can live in a little hobbit hole.
I know.
Andre also buys extra legroom seats when he flies so he can lay down and stretch out. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man. And then, yeah, a bed, right?
Yeah, my feet do like hang off the bed a tiny bit.
Yeah. Do you have
They
a
hang off
California King? Or a key?
Yeah, I have a California King. I have a California King.
Good entry on that short. We're testing these 16s again. How close did that get to your stop loss? 3 points? 2 points?
It was, the high was 34. 2 points. Tight stop, no. All these rich kids. I mean, I didn't grow up rich, so.
Yeah.
I remember shopping at the Goodwill.
I got all my clothes from DI. If you don't know what that is, lucky you.
I don't know what that is. DI.
Here in Utah, it's called Desert Industries. It's like
They don't have those in Washington, so I wouldn't know.
It's like old yard sale stuff.
Mm.
It's like, oh, I'll buy all these clothes for $1.
So pretty much Goodwill.
Yeah, basically. Yep, Desert Industries.
Yeah.
And just hanging here in these teens, these 316, 318. What are you looking for? You're looking for, oh, you're looking for way down there.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to tap back into the bottom of this area, somewhere in there. If the next candle prints red, I'll adjust the stop.
Okay. Vintage clothing, yeah. Everyone's saying my mic is low. I have it bumped up as maxed as it can get. It's pushing the red line in OBS. Watch, I'll do this even more. We'll bump it up in a few more decibels. There you go. How's that, everybody?
I think the audio's been fine. So.
Yeah, I don't think we've had an issue. Every once in a while, someone comes in and says my mic's low.
I think they're just trolling you. I think that's what it is.
maybe when I turn my away from the mic. Wow, this turned into a slow market. Where's the action? Is there anything else happening? Gold having some moving, but it is on rollover, so I don't want to mess around with gold. NASDAQ not getting any continuation down lower, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't want to chase that long, though. I'm just going to leave the short on, because you'll see this oftentimes in Asia where it looks like it's going to start to move to breakout, and then it heads back to the lows. It happens all the time in Asia.
Yeah, it'll kind of drift in a direction until like almost London Open, plus or minus an hour or two. Maverick says he's in Utah County.
You're in Dallas, Texas. I'm in Dallas, Texas. Would you guys ever consider moving, considering the high tax rate? A lot of people say that, like, but it's like, do you want to move because of the high tax rate? I'd be leaving my friends, family, and stuff like that. And it's like, I'd rather just stay in the US. Put the anchored VWAP. I have the anchored VWAP on.
Have you been outside of the U.S.?
Yeah, I've been to Mexico. I've been to Scotland. I think I'm doing a Europe trip in like September or October.
Hmm. Go to Japan.
I want to go to Japan. My mom lived in Japan for like 10 years.
Joe Black went to Logan State. Logan State, or you mean like Logan up north of Utah? Best part of Europe is leaving. Okay. Man, this market just died down. I'm not liking the short, but process over profits, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to hold it. If it stops me out, it's okay.
All the top step traders, we could go to Yogurt Land. A Utah meetup. That'd be fun. Man, I thought for sure we would at least spend more time below 300, 21,300. We tested it twice, immediately rejected, and we've been holding above 300. Not a lot of follow through here. Let's go to Wendover. No, thank you. Wendover is like the great value brand of Las Vegas. I know that. I mean, we had all the excitement in 5 minutes.
Yeah, can you step away from the chart again, Dakota?
I know.
Order filled.
Oh, there's the stop. It's all good.
Okay, and the NASDAQ today. Great trade.
Yeah. E5.
Wow. Someone made 10,000 in the NASDAQ. Maybe try to go get food. Okay, well, I'll just try all these options to get this market to sell off. All the, what do they call it? Oh, not conspiracies, but where you have superstitions.
Superstitious, yeah.
Yeah. Go get the green peas.
Go get them, Dakota.
No, I'm not gonna eat green peas on air.
No, I think you have to. You've you could have just brought it up once and let it die there, but the fact that it's gotten brought up multiple times now,
Chat obsessed over it, man. And now what's gonna happen is Danielle's gonna have some frozen peas when we get to Chicago.
Yeah, yes, she needs to.
Obviously. Eat the peas. Okay, I'll make a deal with everybody. If we get to 2,000 likes tonight, I will eat the peas.
How many people are watching?
Right now, I think like 1,700.
Yeah, 1,700. So how are we supposed to get to 2,000 likes, Dakota?
That's not my problem. That's theirs. Traders will come, traders will go, and you better call your friend.
I have a friend who he runs bots. I can get him to spam the likes. I remember when you guys were doing when Topstep was doing it was like get to this many subscribers and we'll do like a sale or whatever it is, and someone just botted the YouTube channel and got it up to like a certain amount of subscribers.
And just bought it.
Yeah, the fire drill.
Yeah, Theresa, my talent fee is 2,000 likes. That's pretty cheap.
That is pretty cheap.
2,000 likes and I'll do something for someone.
Honestly, the frozen peas isn't that bad. If you heard what my Discord wants me to do, you'd be like, bro. You'd be like, what?
What does your Discord want you to know? Actually,
I don't even want to say it on air.
I can only imagine.
I don't even want to make it a meme on Topstep. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. Danielle wants you to.
Dakota, if you check the Discord,
I see.
Someone just posted it in the premium chat.
Let's go for it. Danielle, you don't want it. Trust me. It's the Discord. It's the internet. You're out of this trade?
Yeah, I got stopped, and now it looks like it's gonna run.
Damn it. You said it looks like it's gonna break out, and then it doesn't.
Alright, lock out on TradeAway. I don't think you can lock out on TradeAway, but you can set daily loss limits and daily profit targets on it. It's set to auto liquidate, but you can't lock out the risk settings. So you can go in and modify them.
We have 12 minutes left of class, and not much is really going on.
Is this a class, Dakota? Or are we teaching class?
Well, yeah, it costs you a bit of money teaching class.
I know. No, I'm flat on the day.
I know. So you have, yeah, it's expensive.
That's all good. I had a great week, so I have no complaints.
Can't complain. Yeah, my week's been up and down. Monday I made $70 minus $1, and Tuesday I lost 3,000. Wednesday, which was today's prior. Damn it, I don't even know it. No. I didn't even trade Monday. It was a short week. So Tuesday I made 69. Wednesday I lost 3,000. Today I made just over 4,000, 4,300, and today I'm up 15. So net positive, like maybe about positive 3,000 for this week, if I have a decent New York session. Yeah, nice low markets. I guess I could just show everyone my trade, right?
I kind of like this. I still kind of like this short, but I don't
Me
wanna
too,
take
Jay.
it.
Or not Jay, Baron. I get used to
I
it.
just don't want to take it after getting stopped out. I mean, the first one worked. Usually I give it an idea 2 attempts. So that
Fair enough.
technically would have been attempt number 2. Because the
Yeah,
first one
this
was-
is, well, I'm debating where to put my stop loss. But we are still in a downtrend since basically we opened up tonight, where we continue to make lower highs that I drew out here on the 5-minute chart. So nothing's changed in this trade other than we did have that run of liquidity down there. So
yeah,
that's
it's
the ultimate
still.
question.
Someone was asking if it's respecting on the 5-minute. When I'm looking at trends, I'm looking at the 15 for trends. So this is still respecting the 15-minute trend. But yeah. Jay Barron.
Jay,
It's bad. It's bad. I have 2 mentorship students, and one of them's Dutch and one of them's German, and they have like the exact same profile picture, and they have the exact same name. And but one of them has their Discord name as something, and one of them has their Discord name as just like their name, but their actual like name is they're both called Nick. But one of them is called, like, their Discord name is Panny, and the other one's just Nick. So I call Nick Panny sometimes, and it's like, you keep messing me up, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. My mom does that too. She'll call me my brother's name sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, like grandparents will always confuse names. I don't know. You get into like a habit, right? I have Jay on Mondays and Wednesdays, and so I'm just used to when I'm talking to someone on slow markets, back and forth. It's like, hey, Jay, or I on with him on fast markets. Sometimes you forget. Hey, you.
Someone says Bear needs a top step team. What's the Discord? They've been posting it. One of the mods has been posting it. In the chat.
Slow markets. Did you say you short? No, you're not. You're flat, right?
Yeah, flat.
Okay.
And maybe try again, but that'd be breaking a rule. And I don't want to break a rule after I had a tilt day today. So
Fair enough.
I think Dakota's still in a short. You're still in short. Yeah, Dakota?
Yeah, I'm still in, we're showing my, yeah, I'm just debating. I don't know where to put my stop, to be honest. I've debated to put it above this pivot
I
right here
would-
at 56, and then I've
Yeah, I
debated
like-
just to,
56 with like on the 15-minute, that's where I would put it.
yeah, 56, 58. And then I'm just like, you're kind of just tightening it up all the way up to like 44, 45.
I would just leave it because you already took profit on
Yeah,
how many profits
exactly.
did you get profit on?
$1,600, $1,500. But yeah, it's like I seen you have a tight stop, and I seen what happened to you.
Yeah, I got ran over. And then today I called out the stop and it was perfect.
Yeah, you did.
So I'd leave it in the 50 area.
Ooh, and yeah, the VIP will be in June, everybody. Topstep VIP will be in June.
Do you guys run those each month, or how often do you guys run those?
They do seasons. It's not month after month. So a season is multiple months with the different teams and the different VIP members. Each team has 50 members, and so it's a big group. And then after that season's over, then we'll kind of like basically reset, do the forms, get everything set up again, and then we'll do the drawing and do the next season.
Yeah, because
nice. It's fun. It's been very fun for my end too.
I run groups of 50 as well, but I do it month to month. I'm actually going to do a little competition after I've run 4 groups of mentorship students. I'm going to do like a little team bracket where it's like 4 people from each group, and they all go against each other.
That would be fun. That'd be really fun. Yeah, we're not getting any continuation to the downside, chat. The more I watch this, the more I don't want to be in it, to be honest. And so...
Yeah, we're also right at the end of slow markets. So.
Yeah, we are.
It looks like, because we're sitting right at the VWAP, we might start to sustain above it. And we did tap into that support twice and bounced out both times.
Ethan, do any of the coaches have bets against each other to see who can have more number of successful live account members? Not yet, but that's a good idea. We've talked a little bit about it. Maybe we have.
I get in on that bet.
Yeah, I'll have a wager with Jay and some of the other coaches. These are the slowest of markets.
Second week on the XFA, and I'm applying for my second payout tomorrow.
Wow.
Good work, Hop. Good work.
Wow. Nice. Anne Marie's going to be a coach this season. Some of the coaches are amazing. I've learned a lot from the coaches too. Helps me. That's for sure. Just chilling here in the 40s. 39, 40, 41, 43. I'm going to be on tomorrow too, so I think I could just close this baby out and then go into tomorrow with some more buffer like today and finish this week off with a good week. It is Friday's price action. It's a short week.
Yeah, I just take it.
I think I might just do that. Let's see how we act right here, and then my finger's on the close button. This is a decision zone, kind of, with this trend line. So, what kind of decision? I don't know. Well, I'm going to be a good loser on this last contract, and I'm going to take a $15 loss. So, there we go. Flat, $1,500. When it's all said and done, we almost had a home run.
Nice little slow markets tonight, Dakota. Same trade again. Same trade again.
Yeah, it was. It was another good Thursday slow markets. We almost had a heck of a trade with that sell-off. It got me excited there for a minute. I come back and we're up 65 points.
Yeah.
In like 2 minutes, I'm like, okay, something's going on. Trump out here. or Federal Reserve. Who knows? Who knows? And then we just recovered it all. Any last thing you want to say? We're gonna wrap it up here.
No, just close the week strong. If you go and tilt, just try to stay level-headed. Because one tilt day can send you into a tilt spiral, where you just go on tilt for a week or a month or whatever it is. But if you're able to correct it same day, it's usually the best way to do it. Best way to approach it.
You did a great display of it, and even mentioned it in my trading. Nasdaq's popping off, so I think this is a good way to end it. Baron, thanks again. I will see you on air or in
Chicago.
The internet, on the internet somewhere,
or Discord. Yeah,
in that.
I always keep an eye out for your messages in the chat. They're always funny.
I popped in there a couple times and made some funny comments, but
yeah,
that's a wild bunch.
I get a laugh out of it.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everybody, and see you later.
All right. See ya.
Dakota rises with the morning blaze. Charts are dancing in a golden haze. Eyes like arrows aiming at the prize. The market trembles when he strategizes. Coach Dakota flipping trades like a star, turning pennies into dreams that go far. He don't guess, no, he's sharp and he's wise. Every move's a lesson in disguise. Screen lights flicker, there is morning muse. Candlesticks tell stories he'll never lose. Patience sharper than a blade of steel. Dakota moves quick, but his calm is real. Numbers racing, he's got them on a chain. Through the chaos, he's the eye of the hurricane. Signals whisper secrets in his ear. He trades the waves, no room for fear. Coach Dakota flipping trades like a star, turning pennies into dreams that go far. He don't guess, no, he's sharp and he's wise. Every move's a lesson in disguise. He's not about luck, he's about the grind. With each transaction, he sharpens the mind. Trades are his art, his canvas, his soul. Dakota paints green and a little gold. He's not about